welcome to a Magic the Gathering Online draft. I'm going to be doing Mirrodin, Darksteel, and Fifth Dawn. I think that's Mirrodin block. It's a flashback draft, but let's get on into it. And hopefully you guys like this series. I love to play Magic, so why not film some of it online? And yeah, but we're gonna get started. Let's see. Where is Nimdevour? Self-reach artifact you control. This is also the set with Seething Song and the Artifact Land. So I guess we could just go straight artifacts, because that's what Mirrodin really is. So I think I want to just take this guy. Just because he gets bigger with the amount of artifacts we have, and the fact that we can bring him back is a plus as well. So yeah, we'll take him. Chyguy, he's definitely something I want to consider. He enters with 3/1/1 counters. It is 6 mana though, so it's technically a 4/4 when he comes in. And you can remove counters from him to deal damage to a creature player. Wrenchmind is also a consideration. It makes a player discard 2 cards unless they discard an artifact. They'll most likely discard an artifact, but in a way that could be good for us. But Irradiate is removal, because we're gonna hopefully have artifacts in our deck. So I think Irradiate is gonna be the pick. Rule of Light, player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. That's okay. But I really think we gotta take some artifacts while we can, since we're in the set that has the most artifacts. Chromatic Sphere is a good card to take, because it gives you a mana of any color and it draws you a card. So that would be pretty good to pick up. Fire Striker almost would be pretty good as well, but I don't know if we want something that big right now. And Rule of Law is really, if we want to be able to get in with things, we need to be able to cast them, and casting one spell each turn is not going to help us. So I think here we're going to take the Chromatic Sphere. We could just build the eggs deck, because Second Sunrise has gotten passed to us. I don't think we want to take it, but it doesn't hurt, I guess, because Chromatic Sphere can just come back. And I guess if any of our creatures die, then they can come back too. That also affects our opponents, so anything that they are doing, it'll affect that too. So I think there's a Thoughtcast in here. I think that's what we want to go with, just because drawing 2 cards for, most likely going to be 1 to 2 mana most times, is kind of the best thing you could ever have. It's not Ancestral Recall quite yet, but 2 cards for 1 mana, not bad at all. So I think we're going to take that. So we get past another Thoughtcast, which we could definitely just go blue-black control, I think. This Dampening Matrix might be something big we want to take, just because it shuts down the activated abilities of artifacts. So anything that requires a certain condition to be met, it shuts those all down, I think. But then that completely negates our chromatic sphere, though. I think we'll just take another thought cast just to be safe, just so we have some card draw. We don't have to stay into blue, but I mean, if we have a chromatic sphere, there's no reason not to switch into another color, or to add another color, I should probably say. We are in blue, so I think we could take a null. I think that is actually a decent pick right now. I think, or we could just take Nimlash for another creature, because we are going to need more of those eventually. So, the only problem is it's a 3-drop 1/1, and that's not too good. But it gets +1/+0 for each artifact. I plan to take more artifacts, so I'll just take that for now. Ooh, Cloud Post. That's... yeah, that's not really... I guess it's not really strong here. It's like I said, I haven't ever drafted this set before. I've hardly even seen any cards in it, so... this doesn't untap during my untap step, so I don't know... you have to pay 4 to untap it. Gosh, I don't know. I think we'll just still take the Cloud Post just because it adds a colorless. Unless there might be some other things in here that add locusts to the battlefield, which might help us out. We'll take that just for now. Oh, there's another Cloud Post we could consider. Nim Replica. What does that do? You can sack it to give target creature -1/-1. Too expensive for a mana ability. I think the only other thing I would ever consider would be what is it? Psychogenic Probe, which is 2-drop artifact. Whenever a spell or ability causes a player to shuffle his or her library, it deals 2 damage to him or her. The only problem is I haven't seen many shuffling effects go around, so I think we're just going to take Cloud Post and be happy with that pick. Now we have 2 Cloud Posts, so there's 2 mana for each thing if we can get them out. We get our pack that we opened back. I think we're gonna take I don't know. I think we'll just take Galvanic Key just in case we get some tap abilities that we want to use. This Joss Prowler is even a okay pick, but I think the Galvanic Key will come more in handy. This is only the first pack, and I believe this whole block has to do with somewhat, at least, with artifacts. I know Mirrodin is artifact heavy, but I don't know about Darksteel and 5th Dawn. This has affinity for artifacts, so that might be a consideration. It's got a tap ability, which works with the Galvanic Key. It's also got Flash, so I think we're just going to take that right there. The Tooth of Chyguy. This Clockwork Beetle is not too good. It only lasts 2 turns. I think this Woe Bearer is a decent pick, so we're gonna take it. It's on our colors. Cobalt Golem will work, I think. 4-drop 2/3 that can gain flying. I mean, it's not the best, but no, what can you do? Plus, with the amount of artifact mana we could have on the field, it's a decent card. Here I think we're just gonna take the Dream's Grip, just so that we can tap things if we need to. Tap or untap them. Take Disarm, it doesn't really matter. We'll put that in the sideboard. So our second pack we open. I don't know what this does. Let's read it. Until the end of the turn, when a creature is dealt damage, destroy it. Until the end of the turn, whenever a creature dies, that creature's control loses life, its toughness at 20. I don't know how much I like that. I think I'd like this Kraken's Eye better, or this Darksteel Citadel, because it's an artifact that'll pump the things that gain stuff off artifacts. It's indestructible, which is good. There's also Arcbound Worker we could consider. But I think our pick is gonna be Darksteel Citadel. Yeah, I think that's probably the pick. That or Kraken's Eye or this Darksteel Brute is also a consideration. I'm gonna take the Darksteel Citadel just so we have colorless fixing, I guess. We need some way to make black and blue, I guess, eventually, but here I think here we want to consider taking Arcbound Worker. 1 mana 1/1 artifact isn't that bad. I don't really know what else we could take. I think the Nurok Prodigy's okay. But I kind of want more artifacts just so that our black artifact things get, bigger. So I'm just going to take Arcbound Worker. Darksteel Forge, there we go. That makes artifacts indestructible. That might come in real handy. The only problem is it's 9 mana and it's hard to get to in a draft. But I don't see why not to take it. Again, this is the first time I've ever drafted this set, so we're going to take it and hope for the best, I guess. Let's see what else we got. This guy, when he dies, we get a colorless. Retract is kind of crazy. I don't know why you'd want to return this stuff, unless they have Enter the Battlefield effects, which would be okay. Echoing Truth is... It's a modern card, but the problem is there's not going to be too many things that return, of the same type that return with the same name. Like, there's only... The chance for there being multiples of a card is significantly less and limited than in Constructed, because, for one, this is not, constructed. You can't construct your own draft deck. You kind of have to pick things. But, well, I guess we're taking it. I kind of messed that up there, but it's an okay pick. I mean, if it comes to the time where we need to get rid of something for a turn, then that takes care of it. What's this? We can remove a counter and put an artifact from our graveyard on top of the library. That's not too bad. 4 mana 2/2 with that ability, I would take it. I think here we do want to take it just because there's nothing else really in the pack that I'm interested in. Yeah, this guy is a 2-drop 1/1 flyer artifact creature. He's not too bad, I guess, considering what set we're drafting, but this Arcbound Reclaimer seems like it's okay too. I'm wondering if these artifacts that gain you life for whenever someone casts that color of spell, if they're worth taking in this draft, because it seems like it would be. I'm gonna take it just because if someone else is playing black for some reason, then we can gain life, and we can gain life off of our stuff. Burden of Greed is okay, it seems like. Target player loses a life for each tapped artifact he or she controls. This block is about artifacts. I think that's an okay spell. A bit overcosted though. I think that's our pick though, just because I'm seeing a lot of the same things coming around and they're all not that good, to be honest, in my opinion, just because I started Magic later and I'm not used to this having less good of an ability thing, which is not always the case, but with older cards a lot of the time the abilities are worse. Okay, so I think I'm going to take the number of game here just for fun. Now here we got really no choice but to take the Scrounge. Target opponent chooses an artifact from his or her graveyard. They put that card on the battlefield under their control. Not too good. I don't think I'm going to play it just because it gives them an artifact. But another Burning Greed, that's good. Now we're just to the end of the pack, which really doesn't matter for us. I don't know. This guy's... Yeah. I'm going to cut him for now. And hopefully 5th Dawn gives us like Serum Visions or something really good. I don't know what we would be looking for, but well, there's Skyreach Manta, which isn't bad. The only problem is we're only in 2 colors, so it would only be a 2/2 for 5, which is not too good. We could play that Desecration Elemental. It's an 8/8 with Fear for 4. Its drawback, though, is pretty big. Conjurer's Bauble is an okay card as well to take. The fact that we are in black and that we need, you know, beaters at this point, I think, is reason enough to take this Desecration Elemental. Plus, the only problem would be is we don't have very many creatures to start with, so sacrificing a creature is going to hurt, but it's not the worst thing that could happen to us, I guess. Trinket Mage is really good. It searches our library for an artifact card with converted mana cost 1 or less. We reveal that card and put it into our hand. The only cards we have that are 1 or less are Arcbound Worker and Chromatic Sphere, which aren't necessary to always have on the battlefield, but let's see what else we got in this pack. That creates mana of any color. Takes too long to get out there, though, I think. This Stealth Suit might be okay. Might be good to take just so that our creatures have Shroud. But Thought Courier and Trinket Mage. I think I'm still going to take that Stealth Suit. Okay, our next pack. Oh, there's a Cranial Plating. That's perfect. That's perfect for what we want. We have plenty of artifacts, and this is totally going to help us with getting our creatures big enough to kill anything that dares block it. So we're just going to snatch that up right here. I think here we want to take Conjurer's Bauble. Again, it puts something from our graveyard into our library and it draws us a card, which is good, and it's only 1 mana, so I think it's worth having at least 1 in the deck. Wayfarer's Bauble searches for land. It's not the fastest version of getting land out, but if we can get a lot of things down early, then I think the bigger things later are gonna be good. I think I'm just gonna take Wayfarer's Bauble just so that we have some sort of way to get to our Darksteel Forge a little quicker. There hasn't been too many ramp spells coming around besides the mirror that tapped for grain or whatever it was. But yeah, we really need help with getting our Darksteel Forge out, so we'll take that. I don't think we're going to be running the Galvanic Key and the Tooth of that, whatever it was. We get past Clock of Omens. So we can tap 2 untapped artifacts we control and untap target artifact. Which, I don't know if we have a lot of... We don't have very many tap abilities in our deck. Yeah, there's like none, so I don't think we want to take that. We'll take... I think we'll take this Baton of Courage, just because it's a 3-drop artifact with Sunburst and Flash. And we can pump our stuff with it, which is what we've been trying to do from the beginning. I think... what does Possessed Portal do? If a player would draw a card, that player skips that draw instead. Beginning of each end step, each player sacks a permanent unless he or she discards a card. That's a little scary. I don't want to play that. I'll have someone else have the drawback of skipping. Well, I guess that affects both people, but it's too much mana for us to worry about at this point. I'm going to take a Thought Courier so we can draw more cards. I think we're just going to take another Baton here. Seems like the only decent pick in here. I'm going to put them sideboard for now, just because we want to run 18 lands in this deck for sure. And there's definitely more coming. Suntouch Mirror is a 3-drop 2/2 most of the time. It won't ever be a 3/3 because we don't have 3 different colors. Relentless Rats doesn't really matter. I think we'll just take Sun Touched Mirror just because it's a 3-drop 2/2 most of the time. At this point, Trinket Mage is okay. Dimstone Array helps us with adding with mana, but it takes 4 mana to play it and then 2 mana to put a charge counter on it to even get 1 mana. So 6 mana for 1 mana is not good, so we're just going to take Trinket Mage. just because we can get some of our 1-drops out, or one of our 1-drops into our hand, and we can play it pretty easily. I think we'll just take this lurker just because it can gain us life. And put that sideboard though. So it really doesn't matter what we pick here. That early frost card is alright. This guy's okay, he's decent. You sack an artifact, he gains flying. I guess that's not the worst thing ever, but we're not playing him, I don't think. Same with this guy, he's not too bad, but we're gonna... The only problem is he has to block every turn. Okay, so we are at 24 cards, we need to cut 2. And... okay, let me fix this. Make the cards a little bit bigger, there we go. So, I don't think we're running the... What's this guy? The only problem with this is the mana costs aren't really don't really fit. I mean, this Willbearer seems like it's really overcosted for an uncommon. Granted, it has fear, but that's nearly the same as Intimidate. Except, you know, it's not specifically black creatures or artifact creatures with fear. Intimidates if it shares a color with it. But 5 mana for a 2/3, I don't know if that's justifiable, even though it has that decent ability on it. I mean, I don't know what. I don't know really what to cut besides that. I think we want to run these gain life things just so that in case we run up against black, blue, or green, we have some sort of way of staying in the game longer. The only things that are possible that really makes sense to cut are like this Sun-Touched Mirror and Willbearer, which I think we're gonna cut the Sun-Touched Mirror. This guy is only a 2/2 for 4, but that ability, cycling things from our graveyard to the top of our library, is gonna be pretty key, I think. We're gonna get rid of him just because it only gets 2 things unless we can put counters on it. So I guess we'll just put it in the sideboard, and when we need it, we'll take it out. Because this Willbearer actually gets things back, so I think it's an okay card, I guess. But now to add land, we'll add our Cloud Posts and our Darkscale Citadel. And we'll add basic lands. It says 5 islands, 10 swamps. I don't think we need 5 islands. We'll go to 4 and 11 swamps. Just because all the things that require blue mana are, you know, 1 blue mana. And Thoughtcast is most likely just going to cost 1 anyways, due to how many artifacts we have in our deck. And those black spells, we need enough black to cast them. A lot of them are only have 1 black mana symbol in them, so I guess we could run really any amount we wanted to of either, but we'll just go with how this is, just so we can make sure we have black when we need it, and blue isn't as needed early as black is. So we'll just add those to deck, and we'll submit it, and I will see you guys in the first round. Alright guys, we are back with round one. I think we want to keep this hand just because cranial plating come down early. We don't really have, other than Thought Courier, an early creature, but 2 Thought Casts is an alright thing, so I think we're going to keep. Hopefully draw blue mana soon. But if we don't, then we can always wait. There's our blue mana, right when we need it. We'll play Thought Courier. And then next turn, lay another land, cranial plating, and attach it. He's swinging out, so gives us the opportunity to hit it in for a little bit. Sweet, and we'll even get another takeoff of cranial plating because we got Darksteel Citadel now. So we'll lay plating and equip. Equip 1 to Thought Courier, sorry. And then swing in for 3. And already it's looking nice. So currently Thought Cast costs 3 mana. Which is good, because we can cast it on our next turn if we so choose. Okay, there's Burden of Greed. It's not really useful to us yet, but we'll lay a land, and then we will. We can't cast Nim Devourer yet, so we're gonna Thought Cast this turn. So we draw 3, or draw 2, I mean. We hit an Irradiate and a Swamp. That's alright, I guess. And then we don't want to swing in, so we'll just pass. We'll wait till he swings in with both creatures to attack in. If that happens, that is. But it's not guaranteed to happen. But it should hopefully happen. He's gonna equip that there, so sure, we'll let him. It won't hurt to let him equip it. Sure, we'll take your 5. So I think we can almost wipe the board here, because we can get rid of 2 of his creatures, which helps us, and then we can attack in, or we can play Nim Devourer. I don't think we want to play him quite yet, so I think we're just gonna lay a Swamp and then tap 4 and Irradiate. Well, I guess I didn't wipe the board. It's just targeted removal for 1 creature, but it's not the worst. Now we can swing in for 3, and because we're not blocking anyway, so oh crap! I guess it. Oh well. I guess I tapped it twice, and it went to attack and then took it back. So I guess we're not gonna attack which we could have attacked there. We should have attacked there. Hopefully we won't end up regretting that decision. Even though my decision was to attack, but... yeah, we'll take your damage. Can't do anything about it anyways. Sure, he'll get bigger, so we're taking 7. So it looks like he wins this round, I think, just because of the amount of damage he's able to do. He's not tapping artifacts, so Burden of Greed isn't really what we want in this matchup, I don't think. So we'll probably sideboard that out, but we'll lay a Swamp for the turn and then cast Nim Devourer, I guess. Just for fun. And then I'm just going to concede here just because he can hit us for the amount that he needs to. So we'll just go to the second game. So like I said, the Burden of Greeds aren't really what we want here just because he's not tapping too many artifacts. So we'll get rid of those and bring in the... yeah, it's blocking every turn. I think we'll just bring in the... where's the... I thought we took an annul, but I guess we didn't. We can bring in... what? I guess Disarm isn't the worst to bring in because we can unattach his equipment, which kind of would help. I think we're just going to bring those in and go on to the next game. If he ever wants to finish sideboarding, that is. He is taking quite a while. I'm gonna cut this out. No, cut out from the beginning. Okay, so we have the option to play first, and I think we are going to. Well, because why not? I like this hand because it's got Demon's Horn in it, and he's going to cast black spells, so we're going to gain some life here. So we're going to keep it. We got plenty of land to do what we want with. We'll start with the Darksteel Citadel. Into Demon's Horn. Well, I swamp and looks like he's flyers, so we unfortunately we can't lay our creature that can have flying yet, but and we have nothing else to do, so we'll just pass the turn. So it looks like he's black-white flyers, which I guess is an archetype in this draft format. Just gonna pass still on the turn because we can't do anything. Draw swamp. Now we lay our guy. He can't have flying until we draw blue mana, but nonetheless it'll be a creature that we can hit back with for twice as much as he's hitting back. Or as he's hitting us for. So that's always a plus. He's thinking about something. What he's thinking about, I don't know. He's just gonna pass? Alright. So he knows that we intended to swing back, I guess. We just keep drawing black mana. We need to draw blue mana soon. 4 blue mana seems like a fine amount, though, to be honest. So I didn't attack there because of a combat trick he could have with his mana up. I still have not a full grasp on what is in the format, so though black and white mana could represent a pump spell or something, I really could not tell. He's gonna attack, so we'll just take it. Okay, he's gonna play Nim Shrieker. Sure, we'll gain a life off of that. Okay, Cloud Post. Sure, we'll lay that just for no reason. We still don't have blue mana, unfortunately, so... And we can't block his creatures anyway, so we're just gonna attack in. Hopefully he blocks with that one. No, he takes 2, and we're happy about it, I guess. It's not the worst thing that could happen. It's we're hitting in for twice the amount of damage still that he's dealing. So if it's a race, then we'll get there first, hopefully. And anything he equips to that flyer, we can unenchant or unequip with Disarm when we draw blue mana. We will definitely gain a life from that. Whenever it does combat damage to a player, that player loses 1 life for each artifact he or she controls. So that's not fun. So currently we would lose 3 life. There's our blue mana. I don't know if we want to keep... No, I don't think I don't think we care about the 1 damage necessarily, just because we keep gaining it back. I think we'll just play Thought Courier here. And pass the turn. Yeah, we'll attack in. Why not? Of course, I didn't think about this until way afterwards, but maybe we should have left him up so he could get flying and block this Emissary of Despair, just so that we don't lose 3 life, but it's not too bad, I guess, because if we start drawing black cards, then we can start gaining our own life from our Daemon's Horn, which is good. Unfortunately, we don't have the artifact that gains us life for white spells, and then it would just be unwinnable, because whenever he casts a white or black spell, we gain life. Not completely unwinnable, but still. There's Fire Shrieker. This is what I was talking about when he equips things. We can unequip it. We do not have any blockers, so we're taking 4 here. 4 and then 3 more. So 7. Steel Shaper's Gift. He's gonna tutor for an enchantment. Or equipment, sorry. Okay, you go ahead and do that, sir. I will not stop you. There's our Desecration Elemental. Which is not too bad considering the fact that it's basically gonna kill anything he puts out. I think we're gonna play it. And then leave up Disarm. Lay our land for the turn. And we'll keep up the Cobalt Golem for flying, and just in case he attacks with, because he's probably going to put the double strike thing on there. Unfortunately, we're going to lose some more life, but we can unattach it before we take damage. So. We're just gonna not attack this turn. I think if we sit back long enough, then we can find a way to deal with some things. If we can get Darksteel Forge out, then we don't have to worry about Cobalt Golem attacking. Okay, he's gonna cast that. We're going to sacrifice our Thought Courier. He's probably going to attach Fire Shrieker, like I said, to Emissary of Despair. And little does he know, we have a little something to say about that when he does that. He's thinking again. Okay. He's going to go 2 attacks. He's going to swing in, and we will definitely, after he declares attackers, give our Cobalt Golem flying and block the Emissary of Despair. Target creature and all other creatures with the same name get -2/-2 and 2. Okay. We're gonna. I guess we still have to sack a creature. So it's gonna. I don't know if we want to. See, if we don't sack Desecration Elemental, then we lose 2, 4, 5 plus 1, 2, 3. So we lose 8, and that leaves us open for the next turn. Yeah, I don't think we can win the game if we don't sack Desecration Elemental. Because then we wouldn't have a flyer to block now, and that's literally like our only way to keep alive. Because without that flying creature, we take, like I said, 8. And then we get a turn to attack in for, 8. And then we have nothing on the field, which we'd hopefully draw a creature, but we can't for sure say that, so. But I think our only way to win the game is our Desecration Elemental right now. So, unfortunately, we're going to do the thing that we shouldn't do and sack the Cobalt Golem. and gain a life and attack in for 8 on our turn and hopefully get some sort of creature that can block it. So we're down to 7. You draw, and it's a swamp, of course. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's exact. Yeah, we'll just... I know we've lost. I mean, we could just keep it up, I guess. Then they're flyers because they swing in anyway. So I guess we'll just go to attacks and attack for 8. He'll take 8. And we would have won if we could draw a creature, but that could block a flyer. But unfortunately, we did not do so. So we are... Oh, okay. So we gotta stack it. That's fine. We still lose, so it doesn't matter. Just going to F6 at this point because there's no point in wasting any more time. So once he decides he can attack in and win, then he will do so. Okay, so it was a single elimination. I forgot to mention that. So the good news is we got all these cards. The bad news is we only lasted 1 round. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the Magic the Gathering series. The Chyguy drafting series is what I think I'm going to call it. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like and comment and say that you liked it. Also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I send out messages that I've uploaded a video on both of those sites. And also subscribe to me on YouTube to find out when my other videos are coming out. And they come out every Monday and Friday. And thank you guys again for watching, and we'll keep on gaming. We'll see you next time.